All right, my friends, I have the Beavercraft forest axe here. Now, in my last video, I told you guys that 8 inches is probably the maximum. This is clearly way more than 8 inches. This is probably about 15, maybe 16 inches in diameter. Now, I'm not going to cut this entire tree down with this, but it's a great example to show you how well this thing can bite in. Now, before we start, we always want to talk about safety and methods and things like that. So first of all, you should probably have a pair of leather gloves. You know, it's going to help you get a nice grip on your axe. It's also going to help prevent blisters. Do you absolutely 100% need them? No, but is it a good idea to use them? Absolutely. Also, you should probably have some type of safety glasses or glasses. That way any chips that come flying back doesn't get you in the eye. I'm just going to use my regular glasses because that's what I got. Now, beyond that, have good footing. Make sure that the area that you are cutting is good and clear. That way you don't have anything to contend with. So you might have a little bit of prep work to do. This tree that we're cutting down is a really old apple tree. When we first moved into my neighborhood, we inherited this apple tree, and it used to give us a nice, you know, bunch of apples to use from apple cobbler in the fall every other year. Well, the past 3 years, it really hasn't done anything. This thing is pretty much shot. It's just not giving up the ghost. So we're going to take off the sling. We're going to take off the mask. The mask I'm going to keep with me. I'm going to put it in my back pocket. That way, if I have to step away from it, I can quickly grab it and go for it. Now, whenever you cut a tree, if you're actually going to try to cut it down, what you want to do is your first cut should be between your knee and your waist. Okay, so right about here, right? That's going to be roughly the first cut. And you're going to go straight in, and then you're going to go at a 45. Straight in, 45. And you can probably hear how hollow this thing is. This is dead, okay? Now, this thing also has a lot of poison ivy on it. I'm aware of that. Another good reason to wear gloves. We're going to have to cut some of this brush out to safely get to it. All right, so now that we've got that done, this is the side that we're going to cut first, because I want the tree to lean towards that way. That's where my brush pile is, and just makes it a little bit shorter to walk. That side's my neighbor. The tree's not tall enough that it's going to follow my neighbor's line or anything, but it's just going to make it a lot easier, like I said, for transportation, if I make it fall this way. All right. So we've cut about 1/3 of the way through on this side, and it is completely hollow in here. So now we're going to cut on this side here, and hopefully go about 1/3 again. And once we're done with that, we'll kind of chip away at here really carefully until it tips over. Now at this point, instead of just between the knee and your waist, we're going to go right for the waist. So we're about 1/3 of the way through on this top here. And like I said before, the internal part is completely hollow. So we're going to play on the edge of caution here. I'm going to go grab a rope. And I'm actually going to fling it up around this tree here, and I'm going to pull it down. Probably get my tractor and play it that way instead of cutting anymore. You never want to do something that you might regret. So there you have it. That is the Beavercraft forest axe doing a little bit of chopping, and for no more than what I've been out here, it does a good job cutting. Now this thing is dry. This is not green. If you're cutting a green tree, it'd be a lot different. You'd get a lot deeper and your cuts would be a lot cleaner, but this is what we have, an old apple tree. Now fruit wood to begin with is a very tough wood to cut through, especially due to the twisting grain and things like that. So all in all, how would I grade the Beavercraft axe? I'd give it an A+. It's done a great job. Is it designed for this particular job? No. Can it do the job? Yes. Is your hand going to be a little sore? Probably. But, you know, you can do what you need to do. If you're going to take this axe out into the woods for more bushcrafting things, cutting things that's about 4 to 6 inches, then you're going to find yourself pleasantly surprised at the performance of this thing. If you're going to try to cut down a tree, get the right tool for the job. Get a saw, get a heavier duty axe, one that's a little bit longer, heavier head, and you're not going to exert yourself nearly as much. But if this is what you got, it'll do it. Just make sure to take plenty of water and a snack on your way out to the woods. Now, if you'd like this video, please click like. We really appreciate it because it helps other people find it, and it might serve them just as much as it served you. If you would be interested in checking out and getting a Preston mess kit, we're still taking pre-orders. We're almost at 200 at this point. When you got to get 500, so I know it seems like it's taken a while, but we are making some serious traction. If you don't know what the Preston mess kit is, at the end of this video, there's going to be a link to it. So click the link to watch the video about all the cool details of this awesome early 20th century cook or mess kit. And there's also an article. If you go in the description box below, you will find the sign up link, and you'll also find the link to the article I wrote on my website, www.honorableoutfitters.com. Lastly, if you haven't already checked out the incredible Camp Crafters Guild, I personally invite you to check it out. Go to www.honorableoutfitters.com/join the guild. It's a group of great people who love everything to do with the outdoors. Doesn't matter if you're camping in your backyard or you're hitting the woods, hitting the trail, or what have you. You know, we'd love to see you on there. We got some monthly challenges going on, so we make it interactive and fun, along with just sharing the knowledge that we each get. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to see that video on the Preston mess kit, then check it out here on my left. You're right, I suppose. If you'd like to see the video about the vintage camp gear that I show on this channel, then check out the playlist over here. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Give a kiss out to your loved ones, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.